This is your main event, and it will be a 5-on-5 steel cage war. This match will be an elimination style match. In just a moment, two competitors will start this main event for a 3-minute time period. Every 2 minutes thereafter, teams will alternate having a new competitor enter the match. Eliminations can take place by way of pinfall or submission. However, eliminations can only begin once all 10 warriors have entered the steel cage. And last but not least, the first team to eliminate all members of the opposing team will be declared the victors. When the bell sounds, the man in command, senior official, Mr. Ben Barnett.
Goosebumps, ABJ, goosebumps. Yep. Bush saying, I'm not dead yet.
Introducing competitor number 1, representing a Team Bush, Ian Bush.
I was interrupting David Adams, I apologize. Ian Bush symbolically saying, I may not be the AXW champion anymore, but I'm not dead yet. And I think that's a big reason why you're seeing the captain of Team Bush, Ian Bush, leading off for his team.
Say what you want, he is taking it by.
You can't say goodbye to Hamburg without Mr. Hamburg.
And competitor number 2, representing Team Quay, from Hamburg, Pennsylvania,
I've heard this catchphrase used a lot, but when you think of Hamburg and you think whose house, BP, what is the correct answer?
Ed House.
That is correct. Love to see it. We've watched him come, we've watched him go, he returns, and now he is saying farewell to Hamburg.
You threw a joke right over the middle, but this is a family show, ABJ. So not to shortchange the two great competitors in that ring, but it's not lost on anybody here that this is, barring a miracle, the final match ever at the historic Hamburg Fieldhouse. We are blessed enough to call this, and I think that we would be doing a disservice to everybody if we didn't say a thank you to every wrestler, every referee, manager, production worker, commentator, ticket taker, concession stand worker, and of course all the fans that have made this such a holy ground for professional wrestling.
That is correct. Ed House just throws Ian Bush across the ring. Ian Bush, actually, a lot of his training comes from Ed House, from the dungeon. He was down there for a long time. So Ed House, finally gets to touch this kid one-on-one before the rest of this team comes in.
And there is so much strategy when you're planning entries like this. It's like setting up a batting order in baseball. And the Team Quay has done something that kind of the Philadelphia Phillies did this year. Kyle Schwarber was their leadoff hitter. They put the power guy up front, and that is exactly what Team Quay has done.
Listen, if you're trying to buy brownie points on Team Quay, on Team Ian Bush, you are by using Philly references.
Big scoop. Ed House could hoist Ian Bush up all night. Thunderous body slam. And of course, each side of this 20-foot by 20-foot ring surrounded by unforgiving solid steel.
We've seen a lot of match types here at the Fieldhouse, but I will say for me personally, first time I've seen a steel cage.
A steel cage war, 5-on-5, only one team will emerge victorious, only one team may survive.
We know the cage is set up properly because Ed House is not a small man.
That cage is gonna budge, but it's not gonna break. And the Hamburg crowd letting them know exactly what they think of Ian Bush.
At one time, the baby face.
Yes, but what a reign. As you said, spanning some companies.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
But Ian was a champion here for over 2 years.
It's historic.
And it looks like Team Bush
Representing
will get
Team
the advantage.
Bush, Wonderboy Brian Morris.
Wonderboy Brian Morris, one half of the AXW Tag Team Champions, taking those championships from Team Baby Daddy, Ed House and Lazlo Arpad. And what an undertaking that is, because that's a big team.
Yeah.
But the Golden Era said the bigger they are, the harder they fall. They don't fall so often, but they did fall to Brian Morris and Brett Waters. And now it is Ed House at a 2-on-1 disadvantage.
Oh.
And Ed House has that power, but he's going to be in there for a while. You got to question if he can have the gas tank to last. He might have nothing left by the time all 10 wrestlers are in there and the elimination phase of this match begins.
Listen, Ed House has been working extremely hard. Maybe a little on the diet. He does like some beers.
Who doesn't?
He tends. He keeps himself clean, and but he has been around a long time. So that gas tank of Ed House always in question right now.
It wasn't long ago here in the Hamburg Field. That's what we thought we saw at the end of Ed House. Left his boots in the ring. But pro wrestling retirements are made to be broken, and we are glad that his is no longer active.
As he hits a huge double suplex, and it looks like he's going to get some help here in 3 seconds.
The odds are going to be even.
Representing Team Quay, the son of the sun, Leo Sparrow.
We talked about championships, and Ian Bush is a former AXW champion, but this is the champion of the entire earth.
That's right.
Leo Sparrow won that title off of some street person from New Jersey.
Some street bum out there cleaning the streets. But Leo Sparrow's going to hit him with a handful of that kale.
Face full of greens for Ian Bush. Leo Sparrow is a perfect complement to Ed House, a quick striker. As sudden as it gets, a perfect blend to Ed's power. And I'm sure that Leo is going to hope that there is not any sort of space between that cage and that ring apron.
That is right. The last time Leo Sparrow was in a cage was he met a guy named Wardlow, and it did not end well for him.
Leo Sparrow, no stranger to standing up to giants, trained by the legendary, the acclaimed, unintended, Creative Pro Wrestling Academy, Pat Buck, Brian Myers, and Platinum Max Caster. And right now, he is stomping on the head of Brian Morris.
You can also see him a lot on the Major Figure Wrestler podcast with Matt Cardona. He actually encouraged me to open all my figures, so let him breed, people. Huge frog splash!
And Leo Sparrow bringing the energy, bringing the excitement. Again, that perfect complement to what Ed House does, which is that. Hurt people, throw people in the fences. The barroom brawler and the kale-eating high flyer. What a combination. Only in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Only in something as wonderful as professional wrestling would you see a Leo Sparrow and an Ed House on the same side. I love this. And Leo's having a great time too, sticking his tongue through that cage. And it is all Team Quay. The strategy paying off. Bring your power hitter up. Bring your speedy guy after.
Well, right now they are in firm control, so even if Team Bush gets their man advantage right now, they are both down and out. And look at Leo flexing, baby. Looking good. The son of the sun been hitting the gym.
And that man advantage right around the corner. I keep waiting here. There it is.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it is some much needed relief for Team Bush.
Representing a Team Bush, Tommy.
What does Tommy Vecs have?
He is a toilet bowl lid.
We had Joe Clean earlier, and now we've got the Tidy Bowl man, Tidy Bowl Tommy Vecs. I hope that sticks. I hope that sticks with him. Just throw it to Ed House. Never give Ed House a weapon, Tommy. What are you doing? Okay, all right. So Tommy, maybe a little smarter than I gave him credit for. In fact, I know he is. We can always say everything about Tommy Vecs. He's a weasel. He's a cheater. He's a dirtbag, but he's a smart man. Him and Ian Bush kept Ian Bush on top of this company through their mind.
Excuse me, first off, how dare you? You're going to say, who kept Ian Bush and Tommy Vecs in line at the time? And that is the Queen, Mary Beth. So you get that correct, and you get it correct now. All of their accomplishments are because of Mary.
A beautiful blockbuster by Tommy Vecs, and yes, you have to always take Mary Elizabeth into account as well. And now, Tidy Bowl Tommy's got the toilet seat.
Someone should put him in like a toilet bowl match or something. He's awful.
7.
And now it is going to be Ed House.
Oh, he's hitting with a lid.
2, 1.
If I know Tommy, that's you. That's not brand new.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, he didn't spend money on a toilet bowl lid.
And Andy Header is flying into that cage. He wants to even the score here. He sees his team is in dire straits.
Andy Header entering the quantum realm because ain't nobody better than Andy Header, and he's running fire in this place.
A house of fire, taking out all of Team Bush. Fisherman Buster from Header.
You want to talk about history in this building? This guy has been a champion in this building. Main evented with Earl Hebner as the referee. Didn't go his way, but he's been in this building for such a long time as a fan as well as a champion.
Also challenged Leo Sparrow for that Earth title in this building, and it was ruined.
What is he doing?
Andy is gonna soar here. What are you trying to do, Leo?
I don't think they planned this out.
You don't have force field energy.
I think he's trying to help him down.
That might be for the best here.
Ed can reach.
Yeah, there we go. We're gonna get a rocket launcher here, Midnight Express style, as Leo Sparrow rounds up everybody in Team Bush.
Oh, and he's going up higher.
That is about 15 feet.
Oh my
big
God!
body press.
Andy Header channeling his inner superhero from the streets, the Neon District of Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
And that is at high elevation, but not quite as high elevation as Andy Header just had right there. And we'll all miss the Hamburg Fieldhouse, but I think Andy Header happy to see AXW headed to Schuylkill County in 2024.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now, but I think Andy Header happy to see AXW headed to Schuylkill County in 2024.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now, once again, Team Bush is going to get the one-man advantage.
Team Bush, Wet Brett Waters.
It is Wet Brett Waters, the other half of the AXW Tag Team Champions. The Golden Era, the last third of the Golden Era, Goldy, still to come.
It's cold outside, but it's still hot daddy short side. Those jorts are killing it.
And we now know that 4 of the members of Team Bush are in the ring. It will be Goldy as the anchor leg, as the person to take it home for Team Bush. He will be the 5th entrant for that team, but we still have 2 left. We have the big Hungarian, the Hungarian, Lazlo Arpad, and the champ, Matt Quay.
He works for an art gallery.
Yes. Leo Sparrow back of the head first into that toilet seat, which has been wedged into the corner. And there you see Brian Morris going right after Andy Header. Andy came in a house of fire, but that adrenaline is gone now. And Andy's getting raked across the cage. Ed House back first into the cage.
7,
but the odds are about to be even.
5, 4,
who's it gonna be?
3, 2, 1.
That music tells me it's the other half of Team Baby Daddy.
representing Team Quay, Lazzy Daddy.
The Hungarian Lazlo Daddy making his way down to even up the odds. And what a large man.
And we talked about at the very beginning of the night when we talked about J.S. Hawthorne being the wrestling grandson of one of the true legends of Hamburg, the unpredictable Johnny Rods. Lazlo is in that same boat.
He's a Rods guy.
He's a Rods man. Yes, he is.
Checks out.
And he fights like one, too. Ian Bush goes down. Tommy Vecs is going to go for a ride.
Oh, my God. Tommy dropped on his neck.
Huge German suplex. Oh, my goodness. Brian Morris, neck first. Another for Ian Bush.
Oh, I think there's one left, and he's trying to get out of dodge.
Everybody's going down. Brett Waters trying to swim his way out of it, but it's not going to happen. You get to go for a ride, too. The cleanup hitter, Lazlo Arpad. Well, he's fourth, but in this case, I guess the cleanup hitter is fifth. He's going to be last.
Yes.
I'll explain baseball to you another time.
Yeah, I don't know exactly a lot about that.
So we know who this is going to be. This is going to be Goldy.
And it's going to round off Team Bush.
Goldy, no stranger to serious business. Andy Header, they've been at each other's
representing
throats.
Team Bush, Goldy.
Goldy's going to take his time going in there.
Yeah, he's smart. He sees a whole bunch of people in there. He's not going to go running in.
And there are some scores to settle. The Golden Era did walk out of the Fieldhouse the last time with the tag team titles. But it wasn't that long ago that Andy Header and company made all three of them wear some chicken suits. But if you look at this is a brilliant piece of strategy from Goldy.
Oh!
As in the ring, low blows in triplicate.
Ed House takes a low blow, and it's not even October.
It is a misdirection of the highest order from Goldy. And again, I think the mental edge here, not to disparage anybody on Team Quay, not to disparage Andy Header, a savvy veteran, Ed House, a savvy veteran, Lazlo Arpad, a savvy veteran, Leo Sparrow, a bright young up-and-comer. But you have a team of master strategists in that cage, and they are running things.
Yeah, I think Team Quay is fighting with maybe a little too much emotion, and they let that distraction happen where they wanted Goldy in the ring. And it let the other team cash in on that advantage.
And Andy Header takes a toilet bowl to the face.
Tommy Vecs is still waiting for it to come down.
And now you see Wet Brett Waters climbing the cage. He's just climbing the taunt.
He just loves it.
The team, the fans here at the Fieldhouse.
I don't think he had trees growing up. He's having a blast in this cage.
10, 9.
And here we go, 10 seconds.
7, 6.
Team Quay needs a miracle.
Well, they're gonna get their miracle in their captain, because he's the only one left.
It is gonna be the AXW champion. And boy, does it feel good to say that.
Oh, you ain't never lied. Living his life by the mantra of 3 M's, muscles, America, and mullets. Here comes your team captain, Matt Quay.
The American Hammer, Matt Quay.
Not just your team captain, but the AXW champion. But he is finding a team in complete disarray. Matt Quay, the American Hammer, the AXW champion, about to walk into a 5-on-1 beating.
And now the
because his team has nothing.
Officially begins.
Quay and Bush going right at it.
And this match has officially started.
Toilet seat in the air. Tiny Bowl Tommy's down. Brian Morris down. Brett Waters eats a right hand. Waters again. Vecs is down. Matt Quay cleaning house. Miracles do happen, and Quay has turned the tide in this one.
And this
Big
place
hammer
is going
splash.
crazy for Quay.
It is hammer time in Hamburg, and everybody's getting splashed. Ian Bush facing off against Quay right in the middle. And Goldy getting right in it too.
It's awful crowded in there, BP.
But it's all seemed to come to a head around Bush and Quay. The line has been drawn. Two tribes are about to go to war.
Now, reminder, this is an elimination style fight. Mary's fighting to get in. Get a camera over there. Mary Beth has just ripped open the cage door.
I wouldn't want any part of this action, but that cage door has been opened. Quay finally unloading, dropping the hammer on Bush, but Bush giving it right back.
Someone just got out of the cage.
It looks like Ed House is out of the cage. I did not see who on Team Bush got out.
Well, it's completely broken down here. The file never said it had to finish in the ring.
Leo Sparrow was swinging that toilet seat. Oh, Leo Sparrow eats cage door. And then there were two in the cage on each side, Header and Quay. Oh no, now it's just Quay and Ian Bush. The last time we saw this, Ian Bush's storied reign as AXW champion came to an end. Tommy Vecs is on the coffin. He's on the coffin. Header and Brett Waters are going at it.
Oh, Barry, make sure he's all right.
We got the USA chant going back in the cage. Ian Bush trying to get out of there. Vecs. Oh, Tommy Vecs is getting the worst of this into a table. The official has been hurt. I think Mary may have attacked the official to get that cage door open. I believe that may be what happened.
STF crew is all over it. Like I said, it's going to be hard to keep up with the action. We'll do our best here.
The last time we saw something this crazy in the Hamburg Fieldhouse, it was when those boys from Philadelphia came up in the mid-90s, and you saw Cactus Jack and Sabu go at it. Vecs is on the table. Goldy almost on the table.
Oh!
Header gets thrown into the chair. Lazlo, I can't tell if that's Goldy, but they're both wearing very similar tight jeans. Can't tell if that's Goldy or Brian Morris is going after. It is just pandemonium. The cage is emptied. I do see, it's hard not to see Ed House standing tall though. Commanding presence of Ed House.
Oh, someone just went across the table.
That was Ian Bush flying across the table.
Oh, the bleachers are being used.
Ian Bush and Lazlo, but Leo Sparrow is on top of the bleachers. Leo Sparrow, about 7-8 feet in the air or more. That's closer to 10 feet in the air.
He's throwing up the snooker. Oh my God!
That hummingbird Leo Sparrow flew.
Not nominated in 2022 for the PWI Rookie of the Year award for no reason.
And STF Media, I think if we can see that again, we've got to see Leo Sparrow take flight.
All we see now is just fans. It's swarmed over there.
And here it is. You see Leo Sparrow. The I love you's in the air like the Superfly. He had to be 15 feet in the air. Easy, easy, easy. And now Leo Sparrow is taking. I believe that is Brian Morris in the ring.
Yeah, it looks like Brian Morris.
Yeah, that's definitely not Goldy. That is Brian Morris and Sparrow.
Sparrow's trying to call him back to the ring.
Trying to call for that referee. He wants to get an elimination. I believe if Morris is eliminated here, he will be escorted to the back. He will not be able to participate in any of the extracurricular activity. Morris's tag partner, Brett Waters, trying to get back into that cage. But Leo is going up. Brett Waters in there. So now the tag team champions and Sparrow are the only ones in the cage.
Leo said he wants to go higher. Please do not.
Leo, watch what you're doing.
Oh!
Chair to the back from Brett Waters. Leo took too much time to make something happen there. Got too caught up in the crowd, got too caught up in going to the top of the cage. And now he's faced off 2-on-1 against the tag team champions. Double DDT. 1, 2, 3, that's it.
Leo Sparrow has been eliminated.
Leo Sparrow is out.
Leo Sparrow has been eliminated.
Look at this goof. Brett Waters thinks he's won the whole thing. It's not over, Brett. You've got the advantage, but it's not over.
Oh, here comes Lazlo.
Oh, no. An angry Hungarian.
Here's our finish here. One of our eliminations, double DDT. Leo Sparrow down and out.
But back to live action. We could get 2 for the price of 1 here. Lazlo is going to take our new champions for a ride. Double choke slam.
He's going for the
1,
pin too.
2. No.
Oh, at the last possible second, Tommy Vecs saves the day.
The Shining Wizard from Tommy Vecs breaks up the pinfall, preserves the one-man advantage for Team Bush. And now Lazlo in trouble, another double DDT, and another Shining Wizard from Vecs.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3.
Well, that is a two-man advantage now for Team
Lazzy
Ian Bush
has been eliminated.
The tag
Team
team
Bush
champions.
now takes a 5-3 advantage.
And they're trying to hold the door closed. All of Team Quay trying to get in the cage.
At this point, let them in. It's 3-on-5. Andy Header climbing the cage.
He ain't waiting.
Andy Header is trying to get in by any means necessary. Losing his grip though.
Oh, they're shaking it on him.
Oh no, yeah, they are shaking it on him.
The door's been open.
The door's been wedged open though.
They're trying to get out of there.
And now it is 3/5 of Team Quay. I'm trying to do fractions here. It's not easy. Math is not my strong suit. No, do not rip those shorts off. Preserve the jorts set, please. Team Quay now trying. It's just those 3 in the ring. It's just Ed House, Andy Header, and Matt Quay against all 5 members of Team Bush. But the captain nowhere to be found.
That is right. There only is 3 members right now of Team Bush in the ring.
Ian Bush.
Still missing Goldy as well as the captain himself, Ian Bush.
They may have gotten the worst of that dive from Leo Sparrow before he was eliminated. He did his best to even those odds. Mary Elizabeth is trying to shake that cage, rattle that cage. You're not going to rattle Ed House. The big man's going to the top.
Oh my goodness, poor Ed House once again is taking a beating downstairs.
A Superman punch to the Hamburg. I almost said the Hamburg Hammer, but we got a hammer in Matt Quay.
The Hamburg Hamhocks.
Olympic slam from Quay. We got
That's
a double
gonna do
pin.
He just eliminated both members.
It was Quay and Header. Quay and Header.
Boy, Brian Morris has been eliminated.
Oh, and Tommy Vecs is all by himself.
Your tag team champions are out. Oh no. Oh no. Fireman carry slam from Header. Quay with the toilet seat. Oh, Mary Elizabeth is in the cage. She's got the toilet seat.
Oh, she hit Andy Header right in the guts.
And a toilet seat to the back of Quay, but he does not care. He does not care at all.
Mary Beth has cost Matt Quay this title so many times, has been a thorn in his side. Oh!
Man punch from Header.
Andy Header just laid out the queen. How dare you, Andy?
I think they're going to put her in position for Ed House. We could get a stereo elbow here.
From one hammer to another, Ed House to Matt Quay.
One for Tommy, one for Mary Elizabeth. Dual Hamburg hammers. Mary's gonna get pinned too. 1, 2, 3. Tommy Vecs and Mary Elizabeth
Tommy
are out.
Vecs has officially been eliminated. Mary Elizabeth has unofficially been eliminated. This match is now tied up on 3-on-3.
I believe the math may be a little off there. It is 3-on-2.
It is a 3-on-2 situation now. Ian Bush and Goldy are the only two members left of Team Bush.
They have been nowhere to be found for quite a while now. But they are going to be fresh as a daisy, would think, unless there's an injury we don't know about.
He can't find them. I think they're going to go search for him.
A little game of Hamburg hide and seek here.
Check behind the bleachers.
But a great job from Ed House, Andy Header, and Matt Quay of not folding the tent when it was a 3-on-5 disadvantage.
Oh, I think Matt Quay found something.
Yep. Matt Quay and Ed House have found Goldy.
Oh, but they weren't under there alone. Trash can lid from Goldy across the head.
And one for Matt Quay as well. It may be 3-on-2, but Goldy and Bush have found their equalizers.
Unfortunately, Matt Quay did not have an answer for Andy Hitter, but now he does as he uses the steel cage.
Face first into the unforgiving steel is Andy Header, and another trip. That cage is rocking. And Header is on spaghetti legs, boot to the head of Quay. Ian Bush and Goldy. Teamwork personified right now. They hid in waiting. And now they're gonna single out Andy Header. Goldy, Header's nemesis through all of 2023. Brass knuckle shot after brass knuckle shot. And now Goldy is going to, we thought Andy Header got the last laugh, but Goldy may have some other ideas right now.
That's right. Now Ian Bush entering the cage. Oh, but not too far behind. Ed House. Oh, I think Ed House eating some door.
Ian Bush just slamming the door on the shoulder of Ed House. Well, Goldy trying to handle Andy Header, but Andy has other ideas.
He's trying to fight back. Superman punch. Another Superman punch. Could he be looking for that kryptonite crunch?
Andy Header's, I think, just trying to buy some time until he gets some relief here. Doing all right for a 2-on-1, though.
That's right, a little bit of acid arrow.
And now we could get a double. No, just one. Goldy able to throw off Header.
Oh, into that neck breaker. Andy Header has been eliminated.
Andy Header has been eliminated.
And now we are down to 2 versus 2. And what a fitting ending here. The first 2 in, the last 2 in. The first 2 in, Ed House and Ian Bush. The last 2 in, Goldy and Matt Quay, who needs to get back in that cage. And there he is. It has been a back and forth battle. I take that back. It has been a back and forth war. But this war is about to end, one way or the other. Only one team can close this chapter of AXW, can close this chapter of professional wrestling at the Hamburg Fieldhouse, victorious. Andy Header's having trouble getting out of that cage.
He's hurt. Ed House trying to shake out the cobwebs. And we're off.
The feeling out process is over.
Almost like fighting in stereo. Both of them clean up over the top and in a knee, but once again, also the double uppercuts.
Fatigue starting to set in here, especially for Ed House and Ian Bush, especially for Ed House, I would imagine. Ian Bush had a big chunk of time in this match spent under the ring, to be quite honest.
Yeah, conserving that energy as Matt Quay gets thrown into that cage.
And that gambit has paid off. That gambit has paid off in the form of a 2-on-2 advantage, with the most rested people in this match being Goldy and Ian Bush.
Man, Quay getting thrown to that cage, man, that was unbelievable. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but it almost knocked the whole one side of the cage off.
We had some ringside attendants trying to make sure that didn't slide out completely.
Yeah, that was almost, he almost threw him into the front row.
But now Ed House throwing some bombs on the former AXW champion. Hurting his hand. That's the force that Ed House is throwing those shots with. And that is a strong man. That is a strong, strong man in there.
Oh, we got the brass knucks!
Goldy with those trademark brass knuckles,
which are 100% legal in a cage fight.
Not even trying to hide it. 1, 2, 3. And that is bad news for the champion.
Has been eliminated.
That is very bad news for the champion. Matt Quay has overcome the odds time and time again, but he's got to face off against Ian Bush, Goldy, and the brass knuckles. This is boiled down to an elimination handicap match. Brass knuckles to the ribs. Brass knuckles to the ribs.
Into a curb stomp. It's all elementary from here. Oh, wait, whoa.
Hold on. Ian Bush saying, I want the pin.
He had it finished there.
This is all about Ian Bush exacting revenge for losing his AXW title.
Oh, they collided. There it is.
Roll.
It is now a one-on-one. The two team captains are remaining.
Has been eliminated. We are down to the two team captains.
The selfishness of Ian Bush wanting the win for himself. Costing his team the advantage, costing his team the win. And how fitting that it's these two after all they've been through this year.
All distractions out of the way. And it's just them inside of a cage.
It comes down to a cage fight. It comes down to the champion and the former champion, and it's the American Hammer. It's the reigning champion with the early advantage, getting the Hamburg faithful back into it. And if he has any fatigue, if he has any soreness, tiredness, the adrenaline is eliminating it.
The big angle slam, and he's looking to end it.
He wants to drop that hammer. One more time.
Trying to put this chapter behind him that is Ian Bush and take that AXW championship into 2024 on a new page.
And the Hammer's looking, I don't think he's looking to the top rope. I think he's looking to the top of that cage.
Please no?
Maybe a little more.
Wait a second.
Oh, who's this? We have a masked man climbing the cage with a chain. Quay wisely backing off.
Oh!
A beautiful super kick from Bush.
Who's this guy with the chain?
Who in the world? Has disrupted this final match in the history of the Hamburg Fieldhouse.
In typical Ian Bush fashion, he can't just let his talents talk for himself. He's one of the most talented guys in the area, but he always has to find that shortcut, find an equalizer, and make sure the job gets done.
Always has that ace up his sleeve. And now this mess, man, that chain is to lock that cage. Or is it?
Wait a second. He has the Outbreak title.
That is the Outbreak Wrestling Championship right into the face of the American Hammer.
We said this rivalry goes back, and it goes back to that Outbreak Championship. That's Ryan Fox! That is the former commissioner of Outbreak Wrestling, Ryan Fox, and he just hit Matt Quay in the head.
Of all the people I did not expect to be here tonight.
I mean, are we surprised? He's been Team Bush his entire career. They've been buddies the entire time.
Going back to the dungeon, going back to that mess dungeon. They have had no qualms about doing things their way. And Matt Quay he's out on his feet right now.
There's always been that asterisk, and everyone who ever faced Ian Bush always threw it in his face. The only reason you are where you are is because Ryan Fox is the commissioner, and now he's here helping him in AXW.
And Ian Bush,
Izzy McCoy trying to fight her way into the cage. She knows what this means.
not everybody in the dungeon, not everybody in that mess dungeon has that win-at-all-cost mentality that Vecs and Bush had. Izzy McCoy trying to break through that chain.
Quay's trying to fight through it.
Oh! Thrown into Ian Bush, and here comes Izzy.
Izzy's gonna get Vecs. She's gonna get Vecs out of the question.
Vecs into the cage. Into the cage again. Being thrown around by the redneck chick.
I say thrown 14 more times. Well, thank God Izzy McCoy has some class.
Izzy is the equalizer for Matt Quay. You had to know Matt Quay knew Ian Bush would have a trick up his sleeve. And now Ryan Vecs is being set up for a ride. A big redneck slam from Izzy.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
And that Outbreak Championship being tossed down. And the AXW champion, Ian Bush.
As Izzy McCoy cleans up the garbage. And now we are down to no more shenanigans, no more help, no more masked men.
Stomped on the Outbreak Championship from Matt Quay. It's hammer time, he says.
And Izzy McCoy is making sure she is locking that gate on herself.
If Izzy McCoy stands in front of that door, there's no one in this building. Andre the Giant could rise from the dead and come into Hamburg again, and Izzy McCoy is gonna stop him. And now Ian Bush.
Oh, he's
Ian
busted.
Bush
I think
is
he's busted open.
wide open. And now Quay gonna bust him open even more. Gonna wipe the blood of Ian Bush over to his chest. And Matt Quay, before he was so rudely interrupted, had a plan. And we might see that plan come to fruition here as Matt Quay is going way up. Matt Quay, 12 feet in the air.
God.
right by the lights that Vince Sr. put in. He could touch him if he wanted to, but he's gonna drop the biggest hammer ever.
Oh my God, Matt Quay, you are a psycho! And just like that, he puts the nail in the coffin of Ian Bush.
That elbow could be broken or dislocated, but he doesn't care. 2, 3.
Here's your winner, the sole survivor of the war in Hamburg, the AXW champion, the American Hammer, Matt Quay.
And in the last Battle of Hamburg, it is Team Quay. It is the AXW champion, Matt, the American Hammer Quay, that stands tall. And here you see how he did it. After all the interference, Ryan Vecs, of all people, getting involved. The last person I thought I would see here in Hamburg tonight. It didn't matter because Matt Quay, right by those lights that Vince set up, dropped the hammer on Ian Bush.
After all he has been through, as you said, this story goes much, much deeper. And those ties of Outbreak Wrestling.